All right, all right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our team huddle. It is April 13th. So sorry about this. Children are sick and I feel like a hot mess, but we are still on here and we are ready to go. I'm so excited tonight to talk, to introduce. I'm always excited, but I'm excited to introduce Kaitlin. You guys have probably seen she's a freaking rock star on our team. She is a pioneer in this industry, like literally somebody who has their stuff together. I am so proud to tell you that she has become my friend. She is my Saskatchewan sister. So we both work this business from the same province, which is next to none. Nobody knows where we are, who we are. So I freaking love that we met through this business. And she gets to share with you guys just all of the things that she has to offer. So Kaitlin, I'm gonna let you take it from here.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, Kat, you're so sweet. But I do love that we work this in the same province because honestly, I really didn't get to know a lot of people in my same province that were in my previous company. So it's kind of cool. But I am so excited. So if you guys have kind of watched my journey, I have no voice, so I'm super sorry. So if there's crackles, and you're just gonna have to deal with it. I've been trying for 2 weeks to get it back, and it just ain't coming. But I have been in network marketing for the last 3 years. But I have only been with this company for the last 3 months. Like 3 months, guys. I've promoted 3 times. I'm an executive leader here. And I really wanted to bring something different to you guys because I see all these amazing trainings that you guys do. They're so awesome. But I feel like we need to go over goals, guys. Like, I don't know how many of you guys have been in network marketing previous to this company. Drop a one if you have. If you haven't, this is your first company, drop a two. I want to see that chat light up. But I literally think that goals are the biggest thing that get you through an industry like this because we aren't just like going to a 9 to 5 clocking in doing like a dead job that we have a manager we hate. We we are our own manager. We are our own like support system. We are our person that literally keeps us in check. I don't know about you guys, but that's just me. I got Kat like keeping me in check and Kel's keeping me in check, but they don't got to do that. I do that for them, so they do it for me, right? That's how this works. And so when you come into an industry like this, you have goals in mind, guys. Like you didn't just join this and be like, "Hoo, I jumped in and I have no clue what I'm gonna do. I have no clue what I want to do." You have a roadmap, and you get that roadmap as soon as you get started in this industry. And each roadmap in each company is a little bit different. Now, for this company, we have it laid out in two different amazing ways where we can make cash off customers and off team, or combine it together and literally make it together and make double the money. Okay. Now, when I came into network marketing, I was a brand new mom. I was actually 7 months pregnant with my second son, and we had literally been brand new homeowners at the time. And in order for us to become homeowners at our age, we were only 21, we actually bought a fixer upper house. And we paid 10 grand for it. And I know that's not like, you're probably like, how the hell? It was a bank repo. It was not a pretty house, but it got us to where we were going. We wanted the acreage of our dreams. We wanted to be able to establish a business. Now, we took the steps to do that. And that started before I was in network marketing. But goal setting isn't just about what you do for a job, it's about what you want for your life. And so when we were 21, we bought our very first home and we paid $10,000 for it. And we worked at it for 3 years, guys. We put our time, sweat, blood, tears, arguments, the whole shebang into it. And I tell you, it was not easy. We were brand new parents to not one, but two kids in less than 13 months. It was super stressful. But what it showed me was that if you work your tail off and you literally show up for yourself, you can make anything happen. Because that house has now allowed us in December of 2021. I was like, what year was it last year? The year we don't want to remember. But last year, we actually got to sign on to our very first acreage of 40 acres and a beautiful big house that I couldn't even have dreamed of. And I'm a kid that came from a family with a single mom that was married to my stepdad. who moved around like a shit ton. So like dreams and affirmations and like all of this did not come from my past, guys. I moved around a million times, but I did not want that life for my kids. When we got pregnant with our first son, our goal was to literally give him a house to call home. I just wanted to give him something that I never had. And by setting that goal, that very first goal, we now have a house to call a home, an acreage that'll allow my fiance to eventually come home and work his own business here on the farm. You know, things like that. We are nowhere near getting all of our goals done as of yet. We have so many more to go. But you want to know what started that? It was a $50 save every single month. We made a goal to save $50, put it aside, and literally just save up for little things like date nights once a month as a family, for movie nights, for who knows, like just little things. Okay. And when we started saving consecutively, I would say for about 3 to 6 months, we made a bigger goal and we started to put away a couple $100. And that couple $100 is actually what we use to put the down payment on this property. Crazy, absolutely crazy. We started that 3 years ago. Okay. And so coming into network marketing, the reason why I share this with you guys is you have a goal in mind. You don't want to be broke. You don't want to be at your job anymore. You're sick of the people you deal with. You want to be home with your kids. Maybe you haven't even started a family. You're getting out of college and you're like, I can't get a job in the career that I actually went to college for, because that is a reality that we all know. It is actually absurdly overlooked, but it happens. Okay. So you have a goal in mind as to why you started. But so often you click start and you forget about that goal. You don't actually come back to the goal that originally had you start this business. So what you can do is set small goals to achieve that large goal. For me, we needed money. I had $0 in the bank when I started in this industry. We were asking our parents for help month in, month out. I felt like I couldn't even provide food for the one child I had, and I was about to have a second one, and it terrified the crap out of me. Well, I needed to change that. So I started network marketing. I had no clue what I was doing, but I was willing to learn. So my goal was starting off with, I wanted to pay a bill. Whether that was a $50 bill, a $100 bill, whatever it was one bill when I started with network marketing. Now, my goal for now is to be able to help my fiance establish and create and build a family legacy and a family business on our own land. Because we all know life isn't getting any cheaper. I have 2 kids that are 2 and 3, that are going to be 3 and 4, and they aren't going to get any younger, and life is not going to get any cheaper for them. And unfortunately, that means that if they don't have something to fall back on, or they don't have something like a trust fund or something like that, they may not actually survive in this world. And that's how I look at it. That's my personal opinion on it. So for me, as a mom, I want to be able to give them the leverage to be able to have that life or be able to go after those dreams, whether they want to go to college, whether they want to buy their very first home, all of that. Because I didn't have that established for me. And it took us 3 years of our lives, but that's not always the case scenario. We are one of the quote unquote lucky ones that searched for 2.5 years to find a really freaking cheap house that literally we put probably $50,000 into to be able to achieve the goal we eventually got. And we did all that work ourselves, and it was something. It was something, guys. But I wouldn't change it for the world, because what it did for us is so much more than a home. It built a relationship with Zachary that I never thought I could have with him. It built trust with our kids. It showed me that you can show your very young child how you're putting in flooring. You can show them how to putty. You can show them these life altering skills that they may never have the chance to learn again. Because I don't know about you, but a lot of people nowadays don't even know what hard work is. A lot of younger people don't, because some people were either handed stuff or they just never had the skill set for it. And I want my kids to be able to be pioneers in each and every skill. I want them to start out and at least learn what it is to, put putty on a wall, put paint on a wall, put flooring in, because who else is going to have the opportunity to learn that unless they go and get a job in it? And who knows if they're going to get a job in it? So the reason that we're doing this Zoom is for you guys to set goals. So I want you guys to drop, this might be a terrifying goal. It might be a money goal. It might be just a goal in general that you've had in your life for a really long time. I want you guys to drop the biggest goal you have going into your life right now. Like, put network marketing aside. What do you want to do? What is your big thing that would change your family, that would allow you happiness? Because we all know money can do a lot, but it doesn't bring happiness, guys. Okay? So my goal is to be able to bring my fiance home so he can do the job that he wants to do for a lifetime, which is farming. He wants to be able to do that, and I want to be able to help him do that. I want to be able to build and create a family opportunity. Okay. So I want you guys to quickly do that. Drop that down. Write it down in a notebook if you guys have. I want to be able to find a family home and pay off debt. I love this. I want a bigger house with a fence and a real nice, yes. Okay. I love pools. I'm obsessed with them. Okay. Yes. Finish renos, dude. I feel ya. Renos are a pain. Want to retire my hubby like now. Buying our dream property so our hubby can retire and we can spend more time together. See, guys, all of these goals that you're putting down, not right now, buddy. Okay, go grab yourself a new pair of undies, okay? My little guy, he's still learning. All of your goals, although money can be a factor, that is not the only goal, right? Oh, I love this. Yes. Okay. I love all of these guys. Okay. So land, home, hobby farm, purchase a beach house. Oh, girl, I'm coming to visit you. Okay. Like, guys, money, although it is nice, okay, don't get me wrong, it does not buy happiness. Your goals and actually achieving them will actually make you more wealthy than money. And I want you to get that, the stigma of, ooh, I just want $1 in my bank account, out of your head. Because you can look at that dollar amount and it will never bring you happiness. What will bring you happiness is freedom of time, family, achieving a goal. Like, you guys, I really want to stress, because we bought this house that I'm in right now in December. We moved in March 1st, well, a little bit before March 1st, because we had the opportunity to. And when I tell you that my entire human being changed and shifted spiritually, like personality wise, all of it, I 100% mean it. And my fiance saw it, my kids saw it. I am genuinely happier living on this acreage than I ever was in town, than I ever was when I was in the city that I literally was born and raised in. I am so free as a person because we achieved a goal that I tell you this because you guys are all going to laugh, but 3 years ago when we bought that $10,000 house I was telling you guys about, my fiance was like, this house is going to purchase us our acreage. And I laughed in his face. I was like, you're fucking kidding. You're a joke. And then who's laughing now? Because it's sure ain't me. Okay. But I'm not kidding you guys. When that happened and when like those words came through for fruition, oh my gosh, can't use that word. It literally was like, whoa, this is our reality. And it isn't the money that I'm happy about. God, I was terrified to sign the freaking mortgage on this place. Okay. I am not a person that likes putting my name beside a big number. It terrifies the shit out of me. Okay. But what I love is that my kids have a forever home to call their own. They have a yard so freaking big that they could run with our dog for miles. I could watch them do it. Okay. I can literally, like, we're talking about getting lambs and being able to have chickens for the kids because that's what they want. We could never do that before. My fiance literally spent, like a little bit of money here to get a tractor that when he got this tractor running after 3 weeks, I was like, oh my God, the tractor's running. I look like a crazy person. Okay. This thing ain't new. This thing is literally an Oliver 88. If you guys want to go look that up, the thing is ancient. Okay. It is ancient, but it freaking runs, works, and operates. Okay. And that tractor is going to be what starts us out at getting our goals met. Okay. It don't gotta be pretty, guys. It don't gotta be, oh my God, I spent $2 million and I'm so stoked. No. What is the small picture? Our small picture was spending more family time. I wanted to be able to take my kids to Subway once a month. I wanted to be able to get us out of the house. I wanted to be able to buy them running shoes without looking at my bank account and going, oh, $15. I don't know if I can do that. That's pretty low. Okay. That's pretty low, guys. But I can say now that like today, the kids were like, oh, we want glow in the dark stickers, and we want, they want really nice curtains, like custom curtains in their rooms. We could never have done that at our renovation property because we were always doing renos. When I say always, I'm not kidding, always. But here, they get to design their rooms. They get to be themselves. They get to have their personalities literally open up like I've never seen before. And we gave that to them. I couldn't be a prouder or happier mom. Okay, just put it on the counter. Love you too, buddy. And I just really want you guys to know that that is my joy. But you also want to know what makes me happy. It isn't just about bringing our big goals to picture. It's also the fact that my kids are so relaxed here that we don't have bad days. They can go outside, they can play. I can have me space. They can have their space. We are not climbing over top of each other and stressing. Isn't that bliss? No stress. No stress, because we have our own spaces. And before we didn't have that. So when you guys have all these goals, like I could read out every single one of your guys' goals, guys. It doesn't sound to me like, well, I want to be able to do this. I want to be able to do that. Like Heidi, she wants to purchase a beach house and adopt. That's changing somebody's life right there. Signing those adoption papers is giving somebody a whole new life. I follow literally hundreds of people on TikTok that talk about they were adopted and their lives were changed. I have a best friend that was adopted and his life was completely changed. And you know what? I am so thankful for it every day because he's an amazing person. So when I want you guys to think about this, and after we hop off this, I want you guys to literally sit down and I want you to make yourself cry. Set a goal, a big, big ass goal, guys. And it does not have to revolve around this business. If it does, awesome. But I mean, it doesn't have to. And I want you to literally backtrack from that goal into smaller increments. What is going to make that a reality for you? What is going to literally help you have the stepping stones to do it, have the balls to do it, have the reality hit you like smack dead in the face and be like, dang, that shit's easier. That shit's a lot easier to look at. Because I can tell you right now, my goal in this business, I want to be silver by June. My birthday's in June. My youngest son's birthday's in June. That's my 6-month mark in this business. That shit scares the crap out of me. And you see me rolling out promotions, but you don't think that all that shit does not scare the shit out of me? Oh, it does. It does. Okay. I hit executive and I was like, holy crap, that happened. What? No, no. But that's a money goal. Okay. That's just like, oh, business goal. Great. But what is that silver going to do for me? That silver paycheck is going to allow us to go and have the money to purchase our lambs, to start the farm operation that my fiance wants, to work as a family, to incorporate our kids into an environment that's going to constantly teach them something new. I have probably 15 years left with my kids to teach them enough skills to allow them to survive in this life. So my goal as a mom is to constantly be teaching them, to constantly be pushing them to do something more. Because if my parents would have done that, I would have achieved things sooner. I probably wouldn't have been kicked out at 16, but that shit happened. And it made me rough, rugged, and kind of a little bit bitchy. And I'm real sorry if you guys are getting a little bit of that, but I don't deal with bullshit. Okay. I've been doing this whole life thing, this whole adult thing since I was 16. And if you aren't willing to put the grit and grind into it, then maybe you're not made for it. If you aren't willing to cry over your goals and think it's not going to happen when it gets hard, but still get back up the next day and fucking work hard, then maybe it's not for you. Right? These goals and these dreams are not placed on your heart with like, oh, I hope one day. No, that shit's placed on your heart because it's meant to be, which means you got to get your ass in gear. You got to like pull up your shoulders, roll up your sleeves, and you need to take the time to just freaking do it. Take the time, do the work. If that shit makes it hard for you to message people, makes it hard to post something, if that literally gets you to the point where it's like, oh my God, I just posted that, maybe I shouldn't have posted that. Because I posted something not that long ago that I messaged Kristen. I was like, is that going to piss somebody off? I don't know. But I did it. It's up there. It ain't coming down. You guys have to do that. Okay. I still have moments like that. I still have moments of like, oh my God, did I like do the right thing? Did I really do the right thing? Well, I'm happier for it. I don't give a damn if people are looking at me and be like, she's freaking crazy. Because 3 years ago, people thought we were crazy for purchasing that house. They thought we were crazy for saying we were going to get an acreage out of it. They thought we were crazy for having 2 kids in 13 months that were not planned. And they're going to think we're fucking crazy when I announce that in like 4 months, we're getting married in 2023 and we're doing it all at our own house without anybody's fucking help. But you know what? Crazy. I'm going to live crazy because that's me. That makes me have passion, enjoy my life, and I never have to live up to somebody else's expectations but my own. Think about that. Are you living up to your own expectations or are you trying to impress somebody else's? Goals are all sorted and they're given to you. This is the last thing I'll leave it with before Katrina hops on. You literally have these goals and these dreams because they are something that you want to do. In the back of your head, you're like, oh my God, I wish I could do that. Wish I could do that. Stop wishing and just do it. Just stop wishing and just freaking do it. Okay? Because a lot of people, they get held back by other people's opinions and other people's bullshit. When I became a mom, God, if you've ever become a mom, the amount of opinions you get, set that shit aside. You're the parent. This is your vehicle, and you better damn well drive it the way you fucking want, or you're going to be in the ditch. And if you fall in the ditch, you better get out of the ditch and start again. Think about it. So that's my tidbit for you. So I'll pass it off to Kat. I hope you guys enjoyed.
Kaitlin, thank you so much. That was awesome. Just pull up your shoulders. That's going to be a Saskatchewan term from now on. We'll make it work. I am like so stoked. Kaitlin, you are fire. Seriously, everything that you said. With goals, like when I've been in this industry for 4 years, and when I first started, I didn't understand. Like I'm a counselor, and so I understood goals in that sense of like how to better yourself, how to take that next step. But I didn't really understand the amount of fire and grit and work that it took to get to that point. And so for me, like when Kaitlin was talking, just the difference between dreams and goals. Like we can sit here and I can be like, one day, my dream is to have this, this, and this. But if I'm not putting action towards it, it's just words. It's not going to get me anywhere. It is just words. And so, like Kaitlin said, write down where you want to be. Where do you want to be in the next 6 months? Where do you want to be in the next 3 months? How are you going to get there? My team hears this from me all the time and they probably get sick of it, but like write down your numbers, right? Wherever you want to be, wherever you want to go, however you want to accomplish something, you need to know your path to get there. Okay. If you just say like lackadaisically, oh, I want to be gold at 6 months or whatever. Well, do you know what gold is? Do you know how much volume you need? Do you know how much volume a day you need to bring in? Do you know anything? What the paycheck is? Like what, right? You need to know your logistics. And it's the same with anything. Like I know, sticking with like with real estate and stuff. I bought my first house with next to nothing. Okay. I made 17 grand on it. Then I bought my next one, which was a brand new condo in a new area of my city, and I made 30 grand on that. And I was able to buy the house that I'm in today. Is the house I'm in today my dream house? Uh, no, it could be. It definitely could be. But like the amount of like blood, sweat, and tears that I put into this house, and it's just been little by little. And so think of your business that way. Think about, how you are going to build your dream, right? Your dream is just not going to, a fairy is not going to swoop in like in Cinderella and be like, what is your dream? May I grant you your wishes? I mean, hot down, that'd be great, but it's not going to happen. And so we need to put the work forward in order to get to that point. Um, and so I honestly, I needed this Zoom tonight too, because sometimes we get to a point that Kaitlin said, you get complacent and you get worried and you get stuck in your head and the ideas of, oh my gosh, like, am I doing this right? Is this post okay? Is what I'm saying okay? Like I in the last company I was with, I was told that I was way too red, which meant way too motivated, way too money driven, way too say it how it is, like no bullshit. And I was told that that's why my retention rate of ambassadors was so low, is because I didn't pussyfoot around them. And I'm the same as a counselor in real life. And so when I came back into network marketing, I was like, I need to be more like, more yellow, more calm, more this, more that. And it didn't work for me, guys. That's not who I am. So live your truest self, utilize your skill set that you have, and allow yourself to grow in the way that you're intended to, that the universe intends you to. We have so much opportunity here with Q, and like every day I remind myself of that opportunity. I look at the compensation plan every day, guys. I look at it every day, and I've circled where I want to be. It's a non-negotiable for me. It's a non-negotiable for me to do my affirmations. It's a non-negotiable to answer my messages on my phone, even though I suffer from freaking horrific anxiety that when my phone goes off, I'm like, I don't want to look at that. I don't want to deal with it. I would rather put it in the garbage or in a lake, actually. Like, I don't want to deal with it. But I find my way through. Is I take an hour away, or I take 4 hours away with my kids, hang out, and then I am like, hey, I got to answer those messages, and I do my thing. Okay. So find your non-negotiables. Your non-negotiables are your step towards your goals that you are going to, that you're going to reach, and know that you are capable of this. And like anybody, any of the leaders on your team, anyone in the Aligned Society, like partner up with somebody and like have that, in my last company, I had a girlfriend that was my power partner, and we went to a leadership rank together, and we checked in with each other every day. And yeah, there was a lot of crying, and there was a lot of frustration, there's a lot of fear, and I may have quit a couple times because like it was it was insane. Like for me to try to reach a leadership like level in that company compared to here, like the gratitude that I have for our systems that we set up and the availability, like I don't cry before promotions anymore. It's pretty awesome. Like I'm not so stressed that I'm like, it's never gonna happen. And then it doesn't happen, right? Like it's we have so much more opportunity here. So, hook up with somebody that has like-minded views, somebody that like, has the same ideals as you. It's crazy because like Kaitlin and I have basically inadvertently become each other's power partner. And it's just because we've messaged and like asked each other's questions and like, how does this sound? How does this look? Oh my gosh, blah, blah, blah. And I mean, we're both from the same province, so we can talk the same language and people aren't confused. But like just find your person, find your people, one, two, or three people, it doesn't matter, but like hold yourselves accountable because you can set a goal, it's all great and fine, but if you have nobody that's backing you or nobody that's calling you on your stuff and like, why aren't you doing this? Hey, like, thought you said you were going to reach this goal by this day, right? Then you can just not do it, right? So anyways, that is it for me tonight. We are very sick in this household as well. So I'm glad we got through this tonight, Kaitlin. It was so, so awesome. Everyone, thank you again for hopping on. We super appreciate it. And we will see you next week. Awesome. Bye.